Right there, folks. I hope you're well. You have to forgive the shades. It's a very hot, very sunny Tenerife today, and the lolly ice. That's part of it as well. I wanted to touch on the United City game at the weekend. You know what? Planned all my day around it on Sunday. All my day around it. I've looked forward to it all week. I'm here in shiny, hot Tenerife for a fortnight. Got here the Sunday previous. So Sunday's halfway through the holiday. I'm back home very late this Sunday. And I thought, I'm looking forward to this week. I really am. No, we shouldn't beat them. Of course we shouldn't, and we're away from home. But they've not started that well this year. We look like we might be getting just a little bit better. You're hoping sort of some of the new recruits are going to up the game that little bit more. I was forgetting that your man had been injured, Cunha, although I heard it wasn't as bad as first thought. And I heard midweek there was a slight chance he may play. He didn't play, obviously. He didn't make the subs bench. But I was just hoping for more. God, it was bad. Absolutely awful. I think somebody said over the weekend, City never really came out of third gear and still battered us. They won 3-0, it could have been 5 or 6-0. Really, really poor. Really poor. I was so disappointed, I can't tell you. Honestly, we looked on it for 10 minutes, we were competing well and what have you, nothing really creative, but competing well. But over the whole of the game, for me, virtually nobody came up with any credit. I keep calling him Frank Bruno because I can't pronounce his name properly yet, but Bueno, picking out, had a great game. Oh, I say great game, he wasn't in it a lot, but when he was in it, I think he did nothing wrong. The only guy that offered any real goal threat, he came out alright. Other than that, not much to say. Really, really poor. Really poor. I want to touch on a few players. There's a few things I wanted to mention, and a couple of things to do with tactics and whatever else. But as the game went, I spoke to my lad after the game and I said, what did you think? Because he normally rings me to complain about how bad they were. And he said, I know I shouldn't be doing it. He said, but with quarter of an hour to go, I took the dog for a walk. He said, honestly, he said I was up to here with it. I said, well, I won't leave a game, but I know where you're coming from. I said, but for me, I said, Mazraoui, distribution was poor. Bruno's was worse. Dorgu's was much, much worse, especially second half. I thought distribution of those three was poor. I said really the stuff coming from the flanks was poor. The wing backs at the moment, they're just not delivering good quality crosses. They've not done all year really. I said, but the big thing for me, and it's only a day later I've heard this about what Roy Keane said. I said the big thing for me to my lad, I said, was Luke Shaw. I said, I can't believe he's still getting picked. I can't honestly. I just cannot believe he's still getting picked. That's number one. Number two, I can't believe he's not took him off at half time. Number three, when he brings the first subs on, I can't believe Shaw isn't one of the ones to go off. And number four, I think, and if memory serves, I'd had a few drinks by the end of it, trying to drown my sorrows. I think he was on till the last. I thought, how we stayed on, I'll never know. And my worry is, will Amarim pick him next time? And I think he will if he's fit. He sees something there that I just don't see. I think he's gone. His distribution himself isn't great. He wins the odd header but loses more than he wins. People get past him and he can't really get back. He's committing niggling fouls. Haaland had him in his pocket. Just really, really poor. And they're all talking about the system he plays and he won't change in it. Well, that's fine, but if you're not going to change it, put the right people in the right places. I think what he's got to look at doing, if he's playing that system, he's got to look at, for me, Mainu and Nagati in midfield. And I think Bruno's got to go back to number 10 for one of Cunha or Bueno, and it's hard to drop one of them boys because they've just signed them for lots of money, and every time I've seen them they played well. Maybe Cunha goes up top and he plays Fernandes and Bueno behind him, but then again that's knocking back Šeško and I really don't want to do that. He's looked poor thus far, but again over the weekend I had no service whatsoever. It's like watching Haaland again. Haaland had no service for 12 months. Šeško's had none up to now, so you can't really judge a guy when he's not had any ball. But I'm thinking, do they rotate one of the number 10s and Šeško, give them both game time? Does he pick 2 out of the 3 from Cunha and Bueno and Fernandes and put one on the bench and say one of you will come on with half an hour to go, whoever's playing the worst will go off and work it like that? Does he have it so 3 are fighting for 2 places and stick at least with the midfield and 2 proper midfielders? Because Bruno is wasted there, completely wasted. And then you look at your goalkeeper and your wing backs. The goalkeeper was crap again, absolutely crap. I'd have started with the new boy. Yes, it'd have been a baptism of fire, But he's done every bit as good as the goalkeeper that's already in. And the sooner he gets used to British football, the better. If they've signed him because they think he can do a job, they've just got to put him in there, he's got to do it. If he sinks initially, well, you've got to realise De Gea did. But a year and he was fine. This guy might take a year, but we might get lucky, he might not. Bring him in next week. Bring him in next week and take your wing-backs, whoever they might be. Take probably Dallo and Mazraoui and Dargu and Ahmed on that training pitch, and for a week in, week out, just get them crossing ball. Put 3 dummies, 3 spots in the box there. Put one on the penalty spot, and put 2 on the corners of the small penalty box there. Is it the 8 yard, 9 yard, 11 yard, whatever it piggy may be, I should know. And get them to hit those dummies from out wide. Get them to consistently hit the heads of the dummies and then play in front of the feet of the dummies. Get them used to finding those 3 positions. Get them doing something that's going to improve the crossing. Because at the moment it's crap. It's absolutely crap. But do that and put a goalkeeper in who will command his box and will get the defence playing for him, playing with him. Because at the moment the defence have got no confidence in this goalie at all. None. And until he goes, he's going to be shaky. Again, this passing out from the back. He got caught again 2 or 3 times, or almost got caught. Just crazy. We can't do it. We can't do it. Saying to a bloke last night I met from Essex, I said a year ago when people laughed at me, what our goalies should be doing is we crap from the back. I said they should get the ball, either out of hands or off the floor, and aim for as far up the left or right as they possibly can, past the halfway line, and boot the ball out. He said, why would you do that? I said, boot it out as far as you can up the field, and then they've got to play from up there and come through us. We can put the very, very high block on, try to win the ball back, and we're in their half. If we don't win the ball back, at least they've got to come 50, 60, 70 yards to try to score. At this moment, with these passes out from the back, we're getting caught in possession or putting a pass short, and they're in. They've got 10 yards to go. Get it up there. And as it turns out, I'm reading only the other week now, PSG last year, every time there's a kick-off, they put the ball out of touch. So they're playing in the opponent's, deep in the opponent's half. And now I believe many in the Premier League are doing it. I've not noticed it, but I believe many teams in Premier League this year are putting the first ball out as far up the half as they can. Now, they're only doing it on the kick-off. They're not doing it all through the game. But if they can do that, why not take a leaf out of that book and play it all the way through? Play in their bloody half. Kick it out, get up there to attack the ball in their half. And if we take the ball, we're in on goal. Come on, it can take a rocket scientist. Get that done and get your wing-backs crossing the ball to try to create something in the box. Because at the moment, nothing's being created. Put Bruno as a number 10 or on the bench. Put them 2 boys as central midfielders. Let's see how we do from there. I think we do a lot better. We can't do any worse. What are your thoughts? Let us know down below. That's what the comment section's for. Let me knock that one off.